Welcome back to the channel. Dane Scott from Dane Scott's Truckers Lounge. I got to get the bus started and get out to the Truck and Bus Jambo that's coming up Saturday the 7th. And,
wait a minute, I'm few fucking you.
Oh. Hey, Lieutenant Columbo. What do you want to know?
Where were you at night?
I was in Dayton, Ohio, playing a gig. Why?
You were gonna find that happened there.
Lieutenant, I don't have time for this. I gotta get to the show, and I didn't commit any crime last night, so you gotta let me go, okay? I got things to do.
Okay, I'm watching you.
Painted sky in a sunset scene, through the window of a GMC. White lines and lighted signs got me hypnotized. There's nothing like the feel of a road and the smell of the diesel smoke. Another 10 or 20 miles, I'll be pulling in. This thing.
So let's get this show on the road, shall we?
13 years of just laying it down, driving my GMC. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Welcome back. So yeah, as you saw at the beginning there, it's the countdown week to the Truck and Bus Jambo this coming Saturday, June 7th, from 10 to 4 p.m. Like 10-4, good buddy? But we'll leave for the convoy that follows the show at 3:40 to do our convoy through town. So I hope you guys are going to be there. I hope I get to meet a lot of you. So we'll have some t-shirts and some mugs for you, and all kinds of cool stuff and cool trucks, of course. But in this episode right here, I have a surprise for you guys. You aren't going to believe this. I'll just let it speak for itself.
Over my shoulder here is an old friend. You guys might remember several years ago I featured this truck. I did a video on it. Still needs total resto, of course.
My brother had a nice truck, 318, 13 speed. Like I say, back in the day, they were sufficient and did a good job.
Yep. I worked the dealers back then.
Did you?
Yeah.
So after you cage just that one brake or whatever, it rolls okay.
Yeah. Yep. It's that the right front one is the one that's hanging. You
Okay.
can see where I cut the slack adjuster.
All right.
And it's still, the shoe is like froze up. I got on there and played with it a little bit, and it's like, I think I just need to like jar it or something.
He's got a trailer like that. I'm going to try to go in and heat the shoe with the anchor pin.
Okay.
And hopefully, because then the next option is for you to cut the shoe off and pull it out.
Yeah, all
63.
the plates are with it.
What do they say for 671? So
Yep.
they replaced it, evidently.
Yep.
Did you see that's a newer block?
Yeah.
The later motor?
Yep.
So that means it's a wet block, right? That
Well,
one-
it's a high block.
Yeah, it's actually designed to cool better than the original one.
Uh-huh.
With like the one in that 68 is an early version block. It's like, why would you put that in the 68? And that's the motor that come with
Well,
it.
back then they were still low block.
But they were trying to also,
Yeah.
in 68, from what I understand, you had to order those trucks.
Yeah.
And only 50 of those were made, the Crackerbox, because they were building the Astros. And I figure they might have wanted to get rid of stock. So
Yep.
that's how it got an early version
Yep.
318.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, the only difference is the low block, they only cooled above the ports
yes.
in the liner.
Yep.
The high block, the newer ones, they cool above and below.
And then they changed the heads on them and went to a
Yeah.
bone head.
Yep.
And they didn't do a bad job for what they were. But
No.
today nobody would.
I made a lot of money on them.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of weight for those old trucks.
It's pretty cool.
They did a good job. Like I say, when we started using the 4x4 transmissions with the 444 rear
Yeah.
ends, they did 318s did a pretty good job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one place even with the 671, one place I worked, we had a 9500 wrecker. And and that was a 6-cylinder air,
Yeah.
4x4.
Yeah, that glass is good. The glass is all good on this.
Yep.
Except for the right one, that's easy.
You have one now you got for parts or?
No, I sold the...
Got some sun damage on it. And you still get those rubbers for those windshields.
They're pretty basic, aren't they, Rick?
It's got the lock tongue in it.
Yeah.
I would.
I got a place that they said if you send them a sample, they can extrude it. But how much is that going to be when you're having? But
Radiator looks.
You know that.
if you look, you can get close. It might not be
Anna.
original.
Mine was the same way as this when I opened up the radiator. You see it?
I see.
Oh
No.
my gosh, you could see it before. But it's as pure green as.
Oh yeah, it's
mine
down,
was.
but
Yeah.
But mine's. I drained it out because I was gonna pull. That was what I was gonna do first. Pull the radiator out, and the radiator wasn't leaking. I mean, that radiator looks good, but
yeah,
the antifreeze was just as clean as it was. You know, brand new. It's just amazing.
they must have had some.
What was it? We put an expanded metal screen on yours, right, to protect the radiator.
Yes, yeah, the screen that I got from Crisscross or whatever. No, it was Circles.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I got nervous, and so we put something there to kind of.
Yeah.
Oh man, that thing looks cool, don't it?
Yep.
Thank you.
I wear hair nails.
Yeah, we all do. We're all in good company.
Well, yeah. I don't know why that happened.
Now, what did you say? You did the frame on this, or redid the frame? Or?
I actually pulled all the cross members out of that frame, all the way back, and that's got an internal frame in it too.
Oh, okay.
See it?
Yep.
And what had happened, you know how water gets in and set, and then it freezes, and the fifth wheel and everything was. I pulled it all out.
Yeah.
Sandblasted everything. I sandblasted the rails on the truck with everything out of the way, and the inner rails and all the cross members I took to out to D&G, I think it was out in Fairview.
Okay.
They did the sandblasting, and then they took it over advanced coating, and those were all powder coated.
Okay.
And this is all chassis black, and
Right.
Yeah.
it just
Yeah,
needs
that
the
was
finish
nice.
coat on it. And then I put
Yeah.
new brakes, new bearings, new cam bushings, new 3030s on it. The back's done. That's the way I want to do it. And I put the bigger air tanks on it.
Yeah. I see that was a new.
Those
air
are
tank.
off 79 International Cabover.
Mm-hmm.
So are those tanks they're right there.
Okay.
250 gallon tanks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, they got the round ends on them, the
Yeah.
round circles.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Because
cool.
originally it's going to be red. That's why I painted the hubs red.
Mm-hmm.
We repainted it again, and the tanks red, and the fifth wheel red, and that was going. And then this was going to be two-tone red,
Okay.
orange and red.
Yeah. So it was originally red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were thinking that this was originally blue.
Somebody painted it blue.
Okay.
But
okay.
this is the same blue I've seen on a couple of these.
I got you.
Yeah, this got a new slave cylinder on it.
And this has got and it's also got power steering.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
That master cylinder doesn't look very old either.
No, I actually rebuilt that.
Oh, okay, that's
About
why
5
you
years
rebuilt.
ago.
Okay.
So is this one running then?
I just put a new fuel pump on it here about a year ago, and I haven't started it back up.
Oh, I got you.
But it does run.
Uh-huh.
I mean, all I have to do is put the tank back on it and tie the fuel back in and pump that system up. You know what it's like to try and get blood, you know.
and get the manual box top.
Okay.
And put that right on, then you'd have a manual box.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Is this a custom airbox that somebody made, or?
I actually Mac on those, and that was on the truck. So I went and bought the air cleaner for it. This is the new air cleaner, and silly me, I had a board over that, and I went to start it one day, and then forgot to take the damn board off. You see how it sucked it in, but it started.
Yeah.
I like this battery box.
Yeah.
This goes on it. That is the sweetest thing I've.
Where did that come from?
Yeah,
Never
who
seen
made
one.
that?
This come off a Freightliner conventional. This works so nice. Goes on there, and then the plastic handle.
Oh,
just
that
screws
is
onto
cool.
it. But I wanted that because of the big tanks, and I wanted the tanks to look uniform.
Be careful,
And
I
then
take a
that's why I
picture.
wanted the custom step to get rid of the battery box, and it works good. It goes right over the dry shaft.
Man, that is awesome.
I gotta get a picture of that.
Yeah, that's killer.
Freshened up the fifth wheel, I just haven't stuck the pins in it. This is the one fender off the yellow truck.
Okay, yep.
Somebody had fiberglassed it. My fenders are there and there. I just wanted them straightened up. The back of the one, this is, all the pieces are here, but the back of the one, I think, this one, yeah, you see how the flap broke?
Yeah. I've never seen diamond plate that small. Have you seen that, Rick?
No,
Yeah.
I think somebody put them on, but
Never saw that
I kind of
before.
like them. I mean, you can
Yeah.
actually buff that stuff out if
Yeah.
you,
Anything that keeps you from falling on your house.
Yeah.
yep.
That
You can see where the
cool.
old one was, it come down here.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, they had
They
a
rolled
bend in
over,
it.
right.
Yep. Which is, trying to bend aluminum.
You said these are 433s?
I think they're 444s. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
okay.
I remember seeing the tag on them.
Okay.
And that was pretty much for the 15 speed. That was the transmission that made these work good. The rear ends that made these work
Yeah.
good.
I can't get in and see, are these Eaton drives?
Pardon?
Are these Eaton?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're 38,000 pound rears. See?
That looks like the 20 or 34,000 Rockwell, same size.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they all sit on the weight.
Yeah.
One of the 7 parts I didn't kind of filter them out.
Yeah.
The throttle body stuff that nobody uses anymore. This fender here is in pretty good shape. I just wanted it freshened up.
Yeah.
And the bottom of the cab, when I took them fenders off, of course, those are a pain in the butt, but
Yeah.
pretty good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, that isn't bad at all.
I put the stack brackets on it, and later on I was gonna go to like 6-inch because those are 4,
Mm-hmm.
and they're loud, too loud.
Are you looking for that finishing touch on your vintage semi truck? Well, Grand Rock Exhaust Solutions has a complete line of stacks, elbows, Y-pipes, clamps, and complete exhaust kits. They have a 50-year pedigree of quality exhaust solutions available at all major parts suppliers, online, and at your local parts stores. What vintage truck wouldn't want that stunning exhaust stack on their prized ride? Insist on the best with a proven track record of quality exhaust solutions. Grand Rock.
So you started out very young. You said, what, 13, was it?
Actually, Dad had me driving around the truck stop up there because we parked them at the truck stop there, the old Nipen truck stop on 20. Got pretty good at driving around the yard and went with them to Boston one time and threw me behind the seat when I was 13. So that's when I started driving.
Oh,
One
man.
just like that.
Yeah.
His were 4-screen. He had 2 4-screens at the time.
Uh-huh.
One was they were both 230.
And that was such a common color. I think green was probably the most common color of cracker boxes.
Yep. A lot of outfits bottom yellow back then, and I don't understand that, but just,
Somebody told me that one that I had originally been yellow.
okay.
And one of the guys, previous owners, had said that they were pretty sure it had been a Coke truck because Coke's colors used to be yellow and red.
Really?
And he remembered as a kid, his dad owned a company with the Coke distributor or whatever it was. They had the trucks, and he says, I remember them taking a cab off of one at the loading dock and putting it onto another one, and it was yellow, and then they painted it green. And I'm like, Okay. It
Remember I
could,
told you I seen them red?
yeah.
It was like a brown, a deep brown, reddish brown.
Uh-huh.
Dad brought one home, forest green one, day cab.
Yeah.
318, 13 speed, 433 rears,
Uh-huh.
and big rubber and all Bud wheels on it.
Wow.
The truck was made like that, but it was a day cab.
Wow.
And he drove that to the East Coast, I don't know how many times, finally
Yeah.
says, I gotta have a bunk. So
Absolutely.
found a bunk off old Ray Proctor over in Waterford and bought their cab bunk, and
Uh-huh.
bought the cab,
And just took them off and put the other one on? Or?
swapped them with a tree and a big pair of chain falls
Yeah.
up at one of my friend's house, Floyd's house, and yeah,
433s and big rubber. I'm sure you got there quick, but not quick enough.
it actually ran pretty good. I was
Yeah.
impressed. It ran
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's awesome.
And that's the truck. We had the 5-inch circular Mac mufflers on it.
Okay.
With
Yep.
5-inch exhaust.
So what do you guys think of them apples, eh? They don't call me the Crackerbox Hunter for nothing. Or as one of you subscribers calls me, Crackerbox Daddy. You know who you are. Okay, I'm going to give you just 2 flyers because it's my show coming up. This is Sunday, so this coming Saturday, June 7th, don't forget, I want to see you guys at the Truck and Bus Jambo here in Conneaut, Ohio. There's the flyer for that. And at the same time this weekend, on Friday and Saturday, is the American Truck Historical Society's national show. Yeah, and that one's in Madison, Wisconsin. So if you guys are closer to that, of course, I understand if you go to the national, because we want to promote the ATHS and the ATCA. Their show comes up at Macungie here later in the month. But anyways, so that's the scoop. I hope to see you and meet you at the Truck and Bus Jambo. Hammer down, safe and sound. Ready to rock there, Colombo?
Yes, thank you.